The permanent residency is the status that enables non-EU citizens who have been living in Spain continuously and legally for 5 years to obtain an indefinite residence situation. This residency card is valid for 5 years and can be renewed. It allows to live and work in Spain both as a self-employed or as an employee, with the same rights as any other Spanish national. Furthermore, it allows its holder to be outside Spain for 6 months without any kind of legal problem. This time period can be extended to a complete year inside the 5-year frame that the permanent residency is valid. Spain is one of the most desirable destinations worldwide and is a highly sought-after location for investors. The country attracts millions of visitors every year with its amazing nature, beautiful beaches, diverse culture, and rich history. For those who wish to reside in this lively country, the Spain Residence by Investment program is the most efficient way to acquire such status. The Spanish government has allowed for a substantial number of visas for individuals who wish to make a significant, qualified investment into the country that would boost the economy through foreign direct investment. Under the Residence by Investment program, individuals and their immediate family members can become residents of Spain through a temporary residence permit within less than a month. Subject to general immigration rules and requirements, Residence by Investment can acquire permanent residence status after 5 years of continuous residence in Spain and may gain. The Spain Residence by Investment program is ranked 8th out of 26 programs on the 2022 Global Residence Program. Let us discuss the benefits of the Spain Residence by Investment program. Number 1. Spain offers a high quality of life. Number 2. Ability to include a spouse or unmarried partner, financially dependent children of any age, and financially dependent parents of the main applicant and/or their spouse, who are 65 years and older. Number 3. Access to the public healthcare and education systems in the country. Number 4. A vibrant EU country that has majestic landscapes. Number 5. The possibility to apply for Spanish citizenship after 2 years of effective residence for Sephardi Jews and citizens of Equatorial Guinea, Latin America. And number 6. Excellent schools, with tuition available in English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, and Mandarin. The Spain Residence by Investment program requires that a foreign individual invests into either a real estate project, a business project, company shares or bank deposits, or government. Applicants are required to fulfill one of these investment options in the country. Number 1. The acquisition of real estate with a minimum value of 5 lakh euros. Number 2. The creation of a business project to be developed in Spain, duly recognized as being of general interest. Number 3. Company shares or bank deposits with a minimum value of 1 million euros in Spanish financial institutions. Number 4. A government bonds investment with a minimum value of 2 million euros. Documentary evidence of the investment must be provided as part of the application process. Applications to the program must be made through the prescribed forms and must be accompanied by the appropriate fees and supporting documents. Residence permits are usually issued after a 20-day consideration period and have an initial duration of 2 years, renewable for 5 years upon request, provided that a minimum investment in Spain is maintained by the applicant. The application process comprises 2 stages. In the first phase, applicants apply in their home country for a Spanish residence visa that allows them to reside and work in Spain for 1 year. In the second phase, applicants apply for a Spanish residence permit. If they have come to Spain on an ordinary tourist visa, they may apply for the residence permit directly, thus omitting the first phase. The residence permit applies to the main investor, spouse or partner, and all economically dependent descendants. There is no minimum stay requirement to maintain residence status, but obtaining the first residence permit requires a visit to Spain. Residents may apply for citizenship only in their 10th year of residence in Spain. However, Sephardi Jews and citizens of Equatorial Guinea, Latin America, and the Philippines can apply for Spanish citizenship after only 2 years of effective residence in Spain. Full citizenship restrictions apply to most foreign nationals. Even though the country couldn't be perfect for expats worldwide, it is true that when it comes to the legal part itself, there are certain issues worth considering and balancing. That is why it is worth considering the main upsides and downsides of getting residency in Spain before analyzing all your different options. Number 1. You can jointly make your residency application with your relatives, and they would obtain a residency card directly if your application gets accepted. Number 2. Each year in Spain under residency counts for Spanish nationality. Number 3. Once you obtain your card, you will be able to freely travel throughout the whole European Union. Number 4. As long as you have obtained your initial card, the subsequent renewals are easier, so you can stay in the country for the long run. Number 5. Certain residencies, like the student visa, can be granted just after 20 days of submitting your application. Number 1. The regular application process can be quite long sometimes, taking from 3 to 6 months. Number 2. You will have to renew at the end of the first year, which involves extra paperwork. Number 3. Depending on the residency you have obtained, you may not get the right to work in the country. It's really simple. Let's follow the timeline of an individual who has just entered the country with her first residence permit. The first permit you obtain will enable you to legally live and work in Spain for 1 whole year. That is what we call a residence and work authorization. Once that period is finished, you will need to renew, obtaining a residency permit for the next 2 years. Again, once that 2 years come to an end, which is now adding up a total of 3 years in Spain, you will need to renew for 2 more years, until totaling up to 5 years in the country.